The only thing in Tom's part that is equivalent to that is that as things happen, you'll have a sense of whether that's something you created or whether it's something that you never would have thought of creating. You know, when you go back and look at it, you can say, well, this happened and that happened. And then you can say, well, that's, you know, if I were making it up, I wouldn't have made it up that way. You know, that just falls outside of the way I would think or what I would do or what would happen next. It, particularly if that unusual thing led to something important, you know, you'll see when you go back, when you start writing it down, you'll see that the things that happen, the interactions that you have are things that when you look at them later, you'd say, oh, that wasn't me. If I were to make that up to get to the same result, I'd do it differently. I wouldn't do it that way. That was bizarre, or that was unusual, or that's just what I needed because it bumped me out of my rut there, but I would never have thought of that. So that's the only evidential things that you're going to get, is just looking at what did happen looking back at it and realizing that that didn't come out of your head. It's just not like you. It's not the kind of thing you would have done. And all right, once or twice you could say, well, okay, I'm unusual sometimes, but when it's all the time, you know, pretty much every time, then it's a trend, and you feel very confident that you're getting a data stream besides the one that you're creating. There's something else and they're adding data to it. And that something else is adding the data to it that actually bumps you into lessons. As you're having the experience, be open to letting things flow. Don't start analyzing it while you're having it. Only looking back afterwards, when you're done with it, can you assess it. But while you're in it, all information is the same. It's all important. Don't try to separate which comes from where. It's just the information you're getting and you interact with it.
I'm Tom Campbell. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're enjoying the content. If you do like our content, then you should consider being a Patreon member, because Patreon members get early access to our special content. You will also be able to get your questions answered by me in special Q&A sessions just for the Patreon members. And most importantly, your contribution as a patron member will enable us to produce the content that you're looking for. So thank you.